Hello, James. My name is Sam, and I'm sure you know why we are here.
So, finally, after all these years of being kept silent about what me and my team had been witnessing, you all now want to know what happened on the island.
Yes, we are aware that you and the people on the ship had been forced to keep quiet about anything you saw. But with everything happening right now, we now need you to tell us what you saw when you and the team were on the island. If you would please.
Alright, well, it was around sometime in November of 1983 when this happened. Our base had detected some energy spikes on an unknown isolated island out of the center of the Pacific. They wanted us to find out what was happening there, so they sent us to go check out the plot of land. The closer we got to the island, our communications got scrambled, but we had to continue forward so we could keep going, even though contacting the base wasn't going to happen. Only one of the crew members was studying on Japanese mythology. They said that the island could possibly be Odo Island, the land where man and monster are one. They said this island is also home to a tribe of natives, so we used smaller boats to sneak up on the island without them noticing us easily and kept our ships out of distance. During our time checking the island, there were lots of weird creatures, of course. There were normal ones like birds, rats, and even some deer, but there were some animals I've never seen before. We were also able to get some images of the tribe's village from a distance. After a while of finding nothing, we decided to get back to the ship and try again tomorrow. But before we got back, we got ambushed by the natives. They threw some strange liquid at us. I don't know what it was, but it was a strong smell that knocked us all out. When we woke up, they had already tied us up and looked like they were going to perform some sort of ritual. We didn't know what it was about, but there were large statues. They looked like some kind of monsters. They started painting weird symbols on them and on their own faces. They all got down on their knees and began chanting some kind of song. They were all speaking with a language we couldn't understand, but then a sudden ginormous spider-like beast came out from on the ground, and the tribe seemed to worship it like it was a god to them. We could not get away. The giant spider was getting closer. It was about to eat us, but then we heard the sound of sirens. We thought the ship was under attack, but soon we realized that the sirens were warning us. We heard a loud roaring sound in the distance, but it came into view. It was just another giant monster, the one that looked more like a whale, but it had limbs, like a man, and standing up it was a dinosaur. The natives got scared and began running into the forest, and then the spider monster started running towards the whale monster, and it looked like it was going to fight it. The whale monster was larger than the spider. The spider seemed 15 meters tall, but the whale monster was double the size of the spider, about 30 meters tall. As the whale monster just smacked the spider off to the side, it started heading towards us. Some of us started to panic. The monster leaned its head towards us, and it moved its arm towards us. We thought this was the end, but there was a claw cut the ropes holding. It seemed to have set us free.
Wait, hold on. You're saying that Godzilla saved you and the team?
Well, I guess he did, but right when we were about to get back under the boat, I got hit in the face by some kind of fireball, which of course is how I got this massive scar on my face. The natives were somehow summoning fire from their hands and throwing them at us. Then suddenly Godzilla stood in the way. He started protecting us from the natives throwing fire at us. He kept shielding us till we got to the boat to get away, when a giant spider came back and attacked Godzilla. When we got to the ship, we saw a blue light coming from the island. Then an explosion went off. Godzilla seems to have shot out a blue flame at the spider, causing it to blow up and destroying the tribe village and the natives. And the last thing I remember from the island was Godzilla roaring loudly, and then I passed out from great blood loss from my wound. And of course, the rest of it is an untold story. I don't know what the monster really is, and it's definitely not a normal animal. And I don't think it's entirely evil.
I see. Well, thank you, James, for the information. This will be a huge help in this crisis we are facing. Okay, that should be all for now. I'll have security escort you back home to your family. Be safe out there.
Well, even after all these years, I guess the experiments haven't been lost forever after all.